Well, hey there, everyone. I just thought I would come to you today and talk to you about the rage of what we call the identified patient in a family. Like, have you ever felt like everything was your fault in your family? Like, did they make you feel that way? That you didn't really fit in with your family? Identified patients often feel anger towards themselves, their families, the world around them. And, I know actually because I was the identified patient in my family. And so I've actually gone through some of this. And, home usually feels just so unjust. And so the whole world feels unjust too. Young children really can't explain this feeling. So they often act out instead. And a lot of times, these are the kids that you see being defiant and getting into fights all the time or disobeying authority figures. So, so what happens then? They often get a diagnosis of oppositional defiant disorder. Um, I didn't because we didn't have that back then, but I probably would have. um, but you know what? That it's always seemed a little unfair to me, to be honest. Like, why don't you ask your kid what's going on and actually be open to hearing it? And why don't you look at yourself as a parent and be honest with yourself and see where you may be messing up? Because none of us are perfect, right? Unfortunately, the rage of that identified patient can become a self-fulfilling prophecy for the family. The family, like a lot of times, dismisses the identified patient's behavior as being too angry or too emotional or too dramatic, and then blames the child for the family's problems. And this maintains their notion that the individual is somehow broken and inadequate, reinforcing their scapegoating or blaming behavior. So, if you're a parent who's scapegoating your kid, look at yourself first and create an atmosphere open to change. If you're an adult who was scapegoated in your family, know that you're not defective and you can choose to put those feelings and thoughts aside. Realize that your family's problems were not you, and that if you hang on to these thoughts now, you're just blaming and judging others, just like they did. So remember what Gandhi said: be the change that you want to see. All right, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful day and you take care. Bye.